The next thing we're going to do is we're going to start with our text. So first, I did kind of want to go over keyboard shortcuts. So keyboard shortcuts are also called shortcut keys or keyboard key combinations, where you click a certain amount of combination of keyboard or keys to do various effects. So I'm just going to drag this over and show you some examples. So here we've got Control B, which is bold. This one's very important to know. Double underline, Control Shift D. You probably will never have to use these unless you decide to use them and memorize them. But some of the important ones to know are Control B, Control I, Control U, bold, italic, underline. I use these all the time. Also, Control E is center paragraph. Control 2 is double spacing the lines. Control J is justify. Control L is left align. Control 1 is single space line. So you should know those at the minimal. The rest of them, again, you probably will never use. But just make sure you know at least some of them. So we're going to press the Enter key. And you'll notice it's still centered, so we're going to change the left align. So let's use one of the shortcuts we learned. So do Control L, the left align. Okay, now we're going to save. Now, what it wants us to do next is display the ruler. If you notice at the top, my ruler always shows. That's because I'm using my personal computer at home to do this. It saves my preferences. Your computer does not do that. So you want to make sure you go to View, and then you'll see Ruler is checked. Okay, and you use them for a lot of things. I use them for tab stops. I also make sure that the margins are where they should be. It's very useful. It also provides a vertical ruler here if you ever need to use that as well. Alright, so we're going to use this ruler to first line indent paragraphs, do some hanging indents, and some left indents. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do something called a first line indent. So the left margin right here is the first two triangles above the square. The top triangle at the 0 mark is the first line indent. Okay, then this bottom triangle is the hanging indent, and this bottom square is a left indent. We're going to change this first line indent marker to 0.5 inches because in MLA, the first line of each paragraph is indented 0.5 inches. So when we put that in, all of our next paragraphs will automatically be set to 0.5 inches. Sure, we could press tab every paragraph, but to be safe, we can set that standard there. And this square here, my brain just had a collapse there. This square here, the left indent, will set the entire left margin wherever you want it. But we're not going to deal with that right now. It's going to be at 0 point because that's how it should be. Okay, so we dragged it to 0.5 inches. Now we're going to go ahead and start typing. People often listen to sound from their computers or portable devices through headphones or earbuds, period, space. Okay, now we're going to keep typing. Headphones cover or are placed outside of TA. Oh, I misspelled the, oh, but it corrected itself. That's weird. If I do it again, it doesn't do it. So let's try this again and see if I can. There we go, I set it to that. That's called autocorrect. Autocorrect as you type, actually. So as you type and you type something wrong and it's in the autocorrect as you type library, it will automatically correct it for you. And you can add things to that library if you need to. Say, for example, spaghetti. If you spell spaghetti wrong all the time and it's just one of those things you'll just never remember how to spell, you can set it up in Word to where it will automatically correct you. So you don't have to worry about that if you're typing a professional paper and there's a spelling error and spell check's not picking it up. You can almost prepare yourself for that. So that's called autocorrect as you type. Now we're going to type the rest of this. Ear, whereas earbuds rest inside the ear canal. Okay. Now, if you've noticed with the, you've got this little autocorrect options list. Okay, you can change it back if you want. If you're like, no, that's not what I really wanted. I really wanted TEH for some reason. Or you can change the auto control options box here, and you can change it. You can change replace with like that. So if I wanted to type down COMPTUER and replace it with computer, I did this already previously to test to make sure this worked. So you could replace with computer, and then you could press replace or press OK, and it'll add it to your list. Another way to get to that, so if you don't already have a misspelled word, you can go to File, Options, Proofing, and Autocorrect Options, and it will take you to that library. So we're going to press OK. Okay, now we're going to enter some more text. So with these listening devices, only the individual wearing the device hears the sound. Okay. Actually, it says in the book to SULD to do that on purpose. So we're just going to humor them. Using headphones or earbuds improperly can lead to permanent hearing loss. Items that may protect hearing include quality of these devices and volume levels. Okay, so we're done with this paragraph, and the reason why we're misspelling this intentionally is I'm going to show you again how to use the spelling and grammar errors. Just because I've noticed not only is it in this book, but I've also noticed that in some of your assignments, I see 1 or 2 spelling errors, so I just want to go over it again. So we'll press enter, and we're going to go ahead and do another paragraph, and notice again 0.5 inches. Okay, we don't have to press tab. Now we're going to type the features of certain headphones and earbuds can help to prevent hearing loss. Higher quality headphones and earbuds tend to produce a clearer sound, enabling wearers to listen at a lower volume. Okay, so our next video I'm going to show you how to use citations and footnotes.